Hello and welcome to my new channel, The Whispers of Your Heart. So if you want to skip the intro, you can go in the description box. You will find a timestamp for the beginning of your reading. So I started a channel in French about a year ago, and I was called to broaden the scale of what I have to share, and so I decided to create a new channel in English. So my English isn't perfect. I am a native speaker, but I've been living in France for a very, very long time, and I speak English less and less. Every couple of weeks I have a chat with my dad, and that's about it most of the time. I used to be an English teacher, but I no longer am. So forgive me if sometimes I stumble on a word or I mispronounce something, or if I hesitate. And what's funny is that when I do my readings in French, very often the words come to me in English and I have to translate them into French. But anyway, so that's for that. And I also wanted to tell you that my readings are not here to tell you your fortune, but to help you and guide you along your path, and to help you grow, help you heal, change, transform, fulfill your goals, your life, and every time try to support you also and understand why you are facing certain challenges, what's blocking you, and at times I will even be able to share some advice to help you unblock situations and improve your life in general. Of course, you can check your moon sign, your rising sign, and sometimes I will also tell you to check your north and south node signs. In mid-month readings, you will have timestamps in the description box. I don't know yet if I will be doing weekly readings. I might not, but at least for mid-month readings and monthly readings, you will have timestamps. So this is what I had to share, and now I hope you enjoy your reading, and please, of course, like, share and subscribe if you enjoyed it. I will see you immediately for your reading. Hello Capricorns, and welcome to your mid-February reading. So we're going to start with what I call the active energies. You could be at the moment thinking about what you might have done wrong in the past, and perhaps there's a kind of understanding of the reason why some things took place, what they were here to correct. What it's also saying is that you've paid your karma, if there is such a thing, and now is the time for you to enjoy your life fully. However, things seem to be coming on nicely, but there's still a little cloud of unhappiness, and that's because there's something that's out of balance, that you're not perhaps you're not giving room to it, you're not perhaps you're working too much and not having enough rest, or not enjoying life enough, not having fun. Or perhaps you're only focused on the material side of things and forgetting about your inner life. For some of you, this unhappiness, that's stubbornly remaining there in spite of a general improvement, also comes from a tendency for some of you to dwell too much in the past and talk too much about it. Perhaps some are always repeating the same stories, and what you don't realize is that it's no longer helping you, because what it's doing is it's defining you, and you define yourself by what you went through and not by who you are. And you should be doing just that. Your definition of yourself should be you, should be who you are at heart, what you do, what you're here to shine and to give, and not those sad stories, those hurtful stories that have been repeated over and over again, and that were here to show you something. However, at some point, there's a kind of understanding that should take place, and something is going to feel miraculously healed. There's also an improvement in your general state of being. You're going to feel more energy, more strength, and it's going to really help you move forward. And what's going to be important is to remember to be grateful also for what you have, because as soon as you're going to step into that energy, a lot is going to come your way. And it's funny because there are many similarities between the different readings. And there's a decision, an important decision that you may want to make at some point, perhaps towards the end of the period. And it's going to be the right decision, because you will know then, you're going to know exactly what you need to do. And there's a subtle change that is going to take place, and you're going to find within you what you thought you had lost for good. Passion is going to ignite your heart, so it can be love, for someone, but it can also be, and most likely for most of you, passion in life and for things that you're going to do. Perhaps you're going to find a new activity, or you're going to take up something you used to do and that you used to love, and you're going to work towards your happiness and notice that all those things that you're putting into place are bearing fruit. I'm sorry, my cat wants to go out. She's going to wait 1 second. I just want to finish with that, and I'll pause and we can go to the rest. And you don't rush into anything. Don't take any rash decision, because there is indeed something important that you're going to have to act upon after a big decision that you're going to make. take your time and believe, trust your inner guidance. There's also, there could be a lot of abundance coming in for you. So be ready to receive. And I'll be back in a second. Cat is out. Areas for healing and transformation. So I had 3 cards here. So we have the manipulation card, tenderness, and yes, the cards are in French, so don't be surprised if it says tendresse, and truth. So what it's telling me here is that perhaps at times you have been lying to yourself, or even lying to others about things, about just also sometimes to have things or get things done the way you wanted them to be done. And don't forget, everything I say is without any kind of judgment whatsoever. We all have our, our dark side, which of course we strive to change, to transform, and to improve, of course. And this is the right time for you to step out of that and to open yourself up, because you have closed yourself after all these years, for many of you, of drama and terrible ordeals, situations, and you've lost track with your heart, you've lost track with love, something shut itself down. And it's time now to open up, and with the help of truth. And truth is not only saying, it's not about not lying, okay? It's about being true to yourself, being true to your highest values, to your higher self. It's also being truthful in your relationships with others, being able to show vulnerability at times, if necessary, without falling into a kind of weakness and something that is going to put you in a victim position, of course. And being truthful isn't lashing out and telling people mean things. That's not, being true. Under cover of being true, sometimes people do that, but that's not what it means to be true. To be true is to be fully you and to answer the calling of your heart. So what else do we have? Okay, we have the betrayal card. So don't forget, these are areas for transformation. And in this case, you first of all need to step out of the feeling that everyone and everything out there wants to betray you, okay? Because what it's saying is that you are the main source of betrayal to yourself. And this shows that it's time for you to step into your inner strength, to be able to move towards what you think you have lost, and to move towards what, again, is calling you. To release also a kind of pressure around yourself, around others, and to stop trying to control everything. You, people, outcomes, situations. Release all that. So what is calling you at the present time? And we have the drum, and that is your heart. Okay, so you have to listen to your heart, and you have to focus on what is really essential and follow the flow of life. Release control again and follow your intuition, follow your heart. Do the things that bring passion inside of you. Do the things that ignite your heart. And it was very present here. And work towards what you always dreamed of. And what do we have with it? And we have the lunar eclipse, which means change. So you are called to take the steps, the necessary steps that are going to move you closer to your heart, to your higher self, and to correct, perhaps, where you have been betraying your own values, where you have been betraying what is dear to you. What is the challenge? Nourishment. And here, it's not only about what you eat, of course, and it's also about what you feed your inner self. It's about also cultural and spiritual nourishment. And it's about changing the way you think, the way you talk, and the way you live. And that is going to be your challenge, because it's important. And you do need to change the way you talk and the way you think. Take some time, reflect on it, and see maybe how harsh you are, even with yourself. And it's time to give some space also for your spiritual life, or your spiritual growth, your personal growth. And when I say spiritual, I don't mean, connecting to guides or to God. It's inner growth, inner life. Have something filling you, okay? The positive outcome. Lovely. We have the Three of Roses, and it's about loving creatures, loving spirits. And what this card is telling you is that you are going to find that joy in your life again. You're going to have joy inside of you. You're going to feel it. And it is probably what you thought you had lost that is coming back in your life. It's beautiful. This is one of my favorite cards. I love it. It's the inner child also that is regaining a new life. And as I said, it's joy, it's love inside that fill you up, and that you let overflow, and that you pour out to others. Okay, and another little message we have is determination. And that is, of course, one of your qualities that you may use at the current time. And be patient, persevere, be determined, and everything will happen the way you would like it to happen. And one last message around abundance. Okay, and we do have abundance. So that means that there's something coming in your way. So this abundance, maybe you are already materially abundant, financially abundant. It's an abundance then of love, of resources, personal resources. And this is coming to help you move towards your mission, if I may call it like that, towards your highest calling. That's what I have for you, Capricorns, and well, I wish you a lovely second half of February, and I hope to see you very soon. Goodbye.